Ladies and gentlemen, this is BreadedHuman here, and welcome to the 8th episode of BreadedWorld. In the last episode, we fought the Ender Dragon, and we got this elytra right here, and we built the XP farm. And in between episodes, I cleared this space right here, because we're going to make here the next project we're working on. That project is going to be a creeper farm and a sugarcane farm, and I'm going to build it on a industrial vibe, so it is going to be a factory. So yeah, I'm going to mark out the spots where the factory is going to be, and I'm going to clear the space underground for the creeper farm, and then I'm going to show you what I mean by factory. So these are the markings for the factory, as you can see, and then this space right here is going to be where the trucks come and go to the doors and pick up the stuff to the transport and stuff. So this is the markings for all the factory. That square over there is going to be like an office kind of thing, so we're going to have the crafting and stuff in here. And then if we come right here, as you can see, I have some chests with a lot of stone and dirt and a lot of stuff. That's because I have a hole right here, which is going to be for a creeper farm. The only thing left to do is we have to light up all the caves around here, so the farm has a lot of efficiency. As you can see, this is the markings, and now the first thing I'm going to do is build the sugarcane farm in here, so then we can build the walls around it, and then we can build a creeper farm and decorate this place, and it's all done from there. So I'm going to start with the sugarcane farm, and then we're going to move on to the next steps. So yeah, let's get building.
Damn, Aiden, you a killer.
So yeah, the sugarcane farm is done, and I've been AFKing here for some time, and we have already 3 stacks of sugarcane in 1 hour, maybe. I think I AFK'd here for 1 hour, so this is pretty good. And I'm going to explain how this works. Basically, we have a line of hoppers going into this chest, and normally hoppers can't get items through full blocks. For example, if I put a hopper below the stone block right here, it couldn't get the items on top of the stone block because it is a full block. But since mud, its hitbox is a little smaller than a full block, I think that's why the hoppers can get items through it. I don't fully know the science of the mud block, I don't know, but I know that sugarcane grows faster on mud. I've been researching it, and I think it actually does. So yeah, I used mud for this. And then we have observers on the 3rd layer, and it detects when the sugarcane grows to the 3rd layer. And then we have pistons connected to it that extend and break the two top layers. So yeah, that's basically how it works. And then we have a line of water, because sugarcane has to have water beside the block it is planted on. So yeah, this is basically the most compact sugarcane farm I could do. I couldn't do it more compact than this. Also, I used a whole line of hoppers, which in total is 82 hoppers, so it's pretty expensive. For me, it is okay because I have an iron farm. If you don't have one, and if it is too expensive for you, you can use a minecart and then an unloading system like I have on my pumpkin and melon farm. I prefer this because it's more compact. And also, I didn't talk about this in the beginning of this video, but basically in between videos I went and killed 2 more withers, so now I have 1 more beacon. This beacon I'm going to have on my ender chest, on this shulker box right here. And then we have the other nether star here. This nether star is going to be used with the lodestone. This lodestone I got from Bastion that I went raiding. And this nether star, I have a data pack, which is a chunk loader. If I throw a nether star on top of a lodestone, it creates a chunk loader and it loads the chunk it's on. So I'm going to use that for the farms. I think it's a balanced data pack because the lodestone is kind of expensive to make. It needs a bar of netherite. Since it's a pretty expensive thing to do, and we have to kill a wither too, so I think it's a pretty balanced data pack to use on farms and stuff. So yeah, I think I'm going to use this on farms like the iron farm. I don't think I'm going to use it for the sugarcane farm though, because the sugarcane in itself can grow with a chunk loader, but I don't think the creeper farm can load and can grow creepers with a chunk loader. I think we have to have a player for the creepers to spawn, so I don't know. I'll have to research research on that. So yeah, the next step is to decorate this factory right here. So I'm going to start placing some blocks and showing you the process of building this. So yeah, let's get to it. So yeah, I've got all the materials here for the walls. So we're going to make like a gradient from cobblestone to andesite to stone, and maybe I can use some gravel. I'm going to try out some things here. So it should be something like this. I don't know about the gravel though. Maybe I'll just use the cobblestone, andesite and stone. I don't know. The gravel seems kind of red, yellowish kind of tone. So I don't know if it fits well. But yeah, we're going to have this gradient right here. So I'm going to use the cobblestone to make like the darker areas. So the corners like this, maybe, and maybe the underside like this to make the transition, because then we're going to have stone like this, as you can see. So it should be something like this. And then we're going to go back to the cobblestone on top of it. I don't know how high I want to do this though. Let me think. So yeah, I'm going to make it 7 blocks high, because we're going to have the holes on the walls for the trucks to come like in rear and take the stuff from the inside. So yeah, just like this, as you can see. And now I'm thinking of having a darker color in here, maybe deep slate, maybe black stone. So this is going to be like holding pillars. So I'm going to grab some deep slate, which I have somewhere here. Okay, I'm going to get the stone cutter. So yeah, I got the stone cutter right here. So let's make some bricks, deep slate bricks and blackstone bricks. And I'm going to make some chiseled ones too. So my idea is to have a chiseled blackstone right here, and then 3 blackstone bricks, and then deep slate all the way to the top, and in here a chiseled deep slate one. So just like this. And in this pillar I'm going to make it 4 blocks high. It should be something like this. So I'm going to randomize the height of the blackstone ones. So maybe the next one is going to be just one of this, and the other one maybe goes up higher, like 4 or something. So yeah, I like this. And then we can put some polished on the middle of that. So, and maybe we can make some tiles too to make the transition. So we can use some tiles here to transition from one to the other. So you see it transitions a bit more smoothly, I guess. So just like this, as you can see, the transition is smoother right now because we have the polished ones mixed in, and we have the tiles in the middle too, which is a little bit darker than the normal deep slate. So yeah, I like this result. And now we're going to have a deep slate line right here. So we're going to have like a deep slate line just like this, as you can see. And now we mix some polished. So as you can see, it's like a frame. And then I'm going to have details here, little details in here. And then we're going to have triangles like this, and then comes down, and then like this, and then comes down, and like this, and then comes down. And the roof is going to be copper. I have this much copper. I have some more on my furnaces, but this much I think is going to be enough for the roof. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to have to mine some more. I don't know. Now I'm going to make all the walls just like this one, and then we can go to the roof. So yeah, this is the result. So as you can see, all the walls are shaded and done equally with the gradient, and we have all the pillars, all the support pillars done. We have everything done at the back too. And now I'm going to do here the roof with you. So let's go up to here. I want to have like a triangle shape like this. So every one of these squares is going to have like a shape like this. This last one is going to have another square of this ones on top of it. So this one is not going to have this triangle roof. So yeah, this is the shape I want to get. Now I'm going to raise this pillar right here, like so, as you can see. And now the roof starts from here. So I'm going to take the copper. So it is going to be somewhat like this, you know. I have to figure out this end part right here. But yeah, the roof is going to be like somewhat like this, as you can see. And then we're going to have this same pattern over and over on these 4 squares. And we're going to have a wall right here with a window that I'm going to make right now, like this, with the same gradient, like having the cobblestone on the corners and then having the andesite to the stone. And then this is going to have a window in here, and the roof is going to end up like this on these walls. The roof is going to like cover this part over here, and then I'm going to do some details on these walls alongside with the window. So now I just have to repeat this and finish like the roof and stuff. Yeah, let's continue. And here we are. So the roof is done. Now I have to start working on that last square over there. So I'm going to make another square on top of that, which is going to be the office. And the lower part is going to be where the crafting is done, which is the rockets crafting. Yeah, I'm going to add that square over there. Then we're going to make some kind of roof, I don't know, on top of that. So yeah, let's add the square. And yeah, the square is done over there. So the office is going to be there. Now we just have to detail this and make it pretty, I guess. Maybe I'll do the creeper farm first and then detail everything around us. I'm liking the result of this. This feels like a factory. Yeah, we just have to make some details. So yeah, maybe I'm going for the creeper farm next. So we're going to build a creeper farm over here and then redecorate everything around us. So yeah, that's the office. So yeah, we're going to build our creeper farm now. And this is the beginning of it. We're going to have a 3x3 platform with hoppers going into a chest. And now from this, we have to build like a little tube for them to fall in. So I'm going to build a tube of 5. So just like this, a tube of 5 high. I'm making it glass, but you can make it wherever you want. So now on these edges, I'm going to place stairs like this. And now what we do is take 2 blocks from each side, just like this. And then we fill this up and leave just this corner right here. As you can see, all the corners are left out. So now here in the middle, we're going to put a temporary block right here. And then 3 fence gates, a temporary block, 3 fence gates, and a temporary block, and 1 fence gate here and 1 here. And now we can take this temporary blocks right here and open all of the fence gates. So we're going to have water here, and the fence gates are here just to let the mobs pass and stuff. So now what we have to do is put blocks on these corners like this, and then build a wall around us of 5 blocks high. So just like this. Once again, you can do this with glass as long as you don't let light through it. You could use tinted glass maybe. Okay, so the walls are built, and now we need to put the water on top of these 2 blocks we put on each corner. So just like this, as you can see, we have the water going in the corners and then pushing everything down to the middle. And now we need to get our building blocks and start making the first layer where the creepers are going to be spawning. You come to the middle of one of these walls and you put 1 block and then 2 to the side, and build 4 blocks to each side of these 3 blocks you just placed. As you can see, we're going to have a platform of 3 by 9. So in the next side you do the same, and on the other 2 as well. And then you have to connect every corner like this, and everything is connected, and you should end up with something like this, with a platform like this one. And now in the middle here, we're going to put 2 temporary blocks, a permanent one, so we can break this too, another temporary block, a permanent one, and break this one. And now, since we're in the middle, we're going to have everything like this on each side, like this. As you can see, we have all the blocks here and 1 in the middle, and we have the spaces around, so those were temporary blocks. Also, I'm going to put the campfires right here because mobs are starting to spawn. As you can see, there are mobs already spawning. So yeah, now we're going to have to surround this block with fences. So maybe place a temporary block right there and then fence everything around it. In these 4 surrounding blocks, we're going to put buttons, so we prevent mobs from spawning. And now we're going to use 2 trapdoors in each of these 4 blocks. And now in the middle of the fences, all you have to do is spawn a snow golem. Now we have to finish the platform. What we need to do now is add a 2 block high wall around all of the platform. And now, to prevent spiders from spawning, we're going to have 4 carpets in each side of this platform, as you can see. So no spider can spawn in here because of the carpets. Now, because we have to place trapdoors on top of this block right here, for it to be easier, we're going to build the next platform. So I'm going to start doing that. Just like this. As you can see, it's the same as the other one. And now we take our trapdoors and we start placing like this below every block of the upper platform we just built. And basically, the first platform is done. So now we have to repeat this process over and over again for the other platforms too. So in every platform, we're going to have a snow golem. And in every platform we're going to have the carpets, in every platform we're going to have the trapdoors. The trapdoors are just for allowing only creepers to spawn in here, because creepers have a smaller hitbox than zombies and skeletons, for example. So yeah, and the carpets are for spiders, because spiders need a 2x2 block space to spawn. Now we just have to repeat this process over and over again until we get to that ceiling over there. So we're going to have all of these platforms built, and let's get to it. Hello again, everyone. So this is some days after the time lapse you just saw. So I've completed the creeper farm. It is done, it is built. But in these couple days, I've been lighting up all the caves to make sure the creeper farm had its most efficiency. But then I had another problem, which was the creeper farm would work perfectly at the beginning, but then it would drop efficiency and it would go down and stuff until it just stopped spawning creepers. And I think it still happens, it's still happening, but much less, and it takes more time to do it. That would be because of slimes. Around your player, around you, you have a radius of 128 blocks in which mobs can spawn. So mobs spawn around that radius. And then you have a smaller radius, which is 24 blocks. In that radius, no mob can spawn. So taking that in account, I installed a mod called Mini HUD, in which I can just tap this and you can see the light level on the ground, and you can see the radius in which mobs can spawn around the block where I'm going to be standing AFKing. Yeah, I just lit up all the caves around this radius, as you can see, around this sphere. And I've been also taking care of the slimes. I'm going to show you now. So this is the way I took care of the slimes. I would find the slime chunk, and then I would put these carpets so no slime can spawn in here. This was one of the ways I would do it. And then I have another one here. As you can see, in this one I made like a farm, a slime farm. For this to work, I had to put here a chunk loader, which I told you about. And then the creeper farm itself has 17 layers. As you can see, it is pretty big. As you can see, there are a lot of creepers falling and a lot of creepers dying in here. You can do this like an XP farm, in which you make this tube bigger, and then on the top, on the bottom, you have like a place to hit them. Because with looting 3, you get a lot more gunpowder. And then there was a problem with the farm that I had to fix when building more upper layers. So the problem was the upper creepers would jump, and then on the lower layers they would fall into these trapdoors right here, and they would die because it's a pretty big fall. So I put these trapdoors right here, so now we have only one block space in here, and they can see the snow golem. And because they don't see the trapdoors as a full block, they will think there's space for them to walk to the snow golem. So this doesn't affect the pathfinding at all. The AFK spot is right here, as you can see. The creepers start falling, and yeah, this is pretty efficient as it is. But yeah, this will be it for this episode. I hope you liked it. In the next episode, we're going to decorate everything around the farm, and we're going to make the gunpowder go to the crafting room, or however we're going to call it. So yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. So if you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like, and if you're enjoying the series so far, don't forget to subscribe. And ladies and gentlemen, this was BreadedHuman. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.